Good morning, everyone. I want to talk a little bit about this radio. It's the UHSDR QRP. It's the if you look down here, it's the MCHF version 7. And I bought this thinking it would be better than like the RS918 and the RS978 because it was a newer version. They're on version 6.3 and this was on version 7. But this guy has a lot of issues. I would not recommend buying this. But I'll show you, if you're doing 40 meters, it works pretty good. Full power, and let me hit the tune button here. And you can see it going up to 15 watts. That's good. That's really the only band that works good like that. If I go to, let me change the bands here. If I go to 20 meters, watch this, watch the screen. See it flickering, starts to flicker. It'll eventually start changing the settings. The mode will change, the power level will change. But this is pretty much unusual at full power. Now if you go down to 5 watts, let me do that, do it again. Let's get out of the menu. I go to 5 watts, that'll work. So if you want to keep this at 5 watts, it'll work. 40, you can go up to 15 watts. Any other band, like we go to 17 meters, and I got it set at 5 watts right now. And it'll do it. It starts, the menu starts flickering up it. And if you go to full power, sorry, it's hard to hold the phone and do this. Sorry about that. Let's get it up to full power. There you go. And you hit, I'll hit the tune button, and it starts doing the flashing too. So you can't, in all the bands up, 10 through 18 meters, it just flashes. It'll actually change some of your settings as it's flashing. It's getting a lot of RF, and it was very disappointing. So if I want to use 40, I can use full power. If I want to use 20, I can use 5 watts. But the rest of the bands do this crazy flashing and stuff. I mean, one of the reasons I bought this is the screen is larger than the 918 or 978. It has a front firing speaker, which makes the audio much better. And it has nice buttons for everything. But man, this thing, to me, it's a piece of junk if you can't use 10 through 17 meters or 10 through 20 meters at full power. I mean, what if you want to use 15 watts at times? So I'm really disappointed in this. It had some promise. I actually posted on the UHSDR group on Facebook, and some of the guys had the original one of this made by Monka, and they said they had the same problem. It would do it, so they just used it as a receiver rather than a transceiver. So, and that's just crazy. So it obviously had RF issues from the very beginning when Monka was developing these. So hope you just check this out, but I would not recommend buying this. You're going to have some issues. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.